You're, you know, fronting a TV show, and yet you've talked in the past about having panic attacks and how, you know, even going on stage was challenging for you. What's the difference, or how have you managed to contain that kind of anxiety?
I think I've just got used to it, and I think I've learned that, you know, what's the worst that can happen? I was so nervous.
Yeah.
But
this is when you were in the Saturdays?
No, when I did Cannonball.
Yeah.
I think for me, being in the Saturdays, there were 4 other girls all the time, so I knew I always had backup. Whereas with Cannonball, it was me. I'm normally the one that's being asked questions.
Yeah.
You know, the role was completely switched. And luckily, I had, you know, you guys have in-ears. I had really good people, really supportive people. Yeah, otherwise I think I still watch it and think, oh, I probably could have done better, but that's me.
Did Freddie help you? Because he's been really open on here before about he's had issues with depression and what have you. Was he good?
You know what, Freddie is probably one of my favourite people that I've ever met. I just think he has an amazing way of looking at life, and he's the complete opposite to me. So I'll be like, oh, I shouldn't go for that job because I'll be rubbish at it and they won't like me and whatever. Whereas he's like, that's their problem, isn't it? You know, it's like if they give me a job and I do a rubbish job, they're the ones that hired me, and I'm like,
that's a great attitude.
Yeah, and I think that's great.
And you filmed it in Malta, didn't you?
Yeah.
You were away for 3 weeks. How hard was that, leaving Wayne and the boys?
It was really hard. I kind of choose jobs now on whether or not I think they're worth leaving, you know, home for. And luckily I had loads of fun, so I didn't have that much time to get too homesick. But there was a couple of tears, and actually the day that I left, the boys couldn't have cared less that I left. So it made it so easy. Yeah, they were watching their iPads or something. They were like, yeah, bye, Mum. I was like, all right, then, see ya.
You're talking about Wayne. We're talking about oh, your lovely kids there.
So cute.
We were talking about our, you know, sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, you actually disagree with what the psychologist says, don't you? Because the psychologist says you should make love to your partner even when you're not in the mood for the good of your marriage, and you actually disagree with that. You're Team Syra.
Well, I don't know.
Ooh,
I don't know. No, because what I was saying, right? So like 9 times out of 10, I will try, and I can be persuaded most of the time. But my point was, if I've sat there and made it really obvious that that is not what I want, you know, you're in your pyjamas...
Wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Well, no, it's just like we go to sleep really late. By the time we put boys to bed, we have dinner or whatever, we get in bed, we end up watching, you know, some programme that we're watching. And I think we got into bed at like 10. If you wanted it then maybe that's when you should have gone in for the kill. It's now gone past midnight. I'm ready to go to sleep. And now you think that this is the right time to give it a go. And I'm like... Yeah, and it's never quick, is it?
Isn't it true that Wayne never takes no for an answer?
No, yeah, I mean, he's quite persistent, I'm not going to lie. So I can be persuaded. But if you know, like, I've sat and explained to him, you know, for women, and, OK, maybe not for every woman, but if I'm feeling fat, if I'm feeling anxious that day, if I'm overly tired or I'm emotional or he's done something that's upset me or whatever, that makes me not in the mood. Whereas men, they're always in the blooming mood, aren't they? I could have said the worst thing to him and he'll probably think, well, that'll make me feel better. You know, it
sounds perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. You're both perfectly normal and lovely. Listen, we can't let you go without showing you how we have tried to copy you
I've been really
in terms of your wonderful exercise regime. So obviously, it's all about couples exercising. This is you two being utterly incredible. There we go. There's a whole different version of squats with extra weights. We're going to use Syra's interpretation of this exercise here. Shall we have a look?
Poor Steve.
Oh, not quite ready yet. Oh,
no. I'm really excited. We don't do it all the time, by the way. I just want to say.
The exercises?
The exercise, yes.
Oh, here's yours.
That looks like you've got him round the throat.
5 minutes later.
I mean, for the start, it's already...
10 minutes later. Oh, yes, Syra. Look how slow.
You still did it, though.
From the car said I've got a really bad back today. I was really suffering. Honestly, that's quite...
He needs to do more than
you made it look very easy. It wasn't easy.
And Frankie, good luck with Cannonball.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. The lovely Frankie Bridge.
Thank you so much.